Watch these hands spin. In a modern small business, survival depends on speed, yet hours vanish every day into manual data entry, repetitive emails, and copying and pasting customer details. Artificial intelligence offers a clear way out of this trap, but for many business owners, adopting the technology feels like a massive risk. They assume it requires coding skills, a huge budget, or laying off half their staff. This anxiety comes from treating AI like a massive IT overhaul. In practice, the technology operates much more like an everyday digital assistant. The barrier keeping small businesses from thriving with this technology is entirely psychological. A flawed tech-first mindset paralyzes decision-making and prevents leaders from taking the obvious first step. You do not need to write a single line of code to use AI effectively. You only need the ability to clearly identify exactly where your own business slows down. This diagram shows how we should actually view the technology. By acting as a tool for workforce augmentation, AI dissolves the heavy burden of manual labor and elevates the employee to handle higher value work. Stripping away those repetitive tasks gives your team the bandwidth to focus on relationship building, complex negotiation, and high-level strategy. An AI-ready mindset means you stop looking for the perfect software and start auditing exactly where your team is bleeding hours. The quickest way to fail is to buy 30 different trending AI apps and throw them at your employees all at once. This funnel illustrates a better approach, the business-first framework. You drop all your daily operations in at the top, filtering them until you isolate a single, highly repetitive task that drains at least 3 hours a day, something like drafting lead follow-up emails. Once you identify that specific bottleneck, you apply the one problem, one tool rule. You find exactly one AI application designed to solve that narrow problem. Isolating a single variable allows you to test the technology safely, completely avoiding any massive disruptions to the rest of your daily operations. You deploy that single tool in a restricted 7 to 14-day pilot. Give it to 2 or 3 employees, not the whole company. This flowchart outlines the human-in-the-loop workflow. Data goes in, AI drafts a response, a human reviews it, and final action is taken. Focus here. AI shouldn't communicate directly with clients yet. Your employee acts as the essential firewall, validating accuracy before anything goes out. Executing this specific loop cuts the raw drafting time in half, while the human oversight guarantees a higher quality final output. A successful pilot proves that machine speed and human judgment can safely merge, long before you ever engineer a flawless algorithm. After the pilot ends, you must subject the results to strict mathematical scrutiny. If you cannot measure a concrete benefit, the experiment failed. This split-screen chart contrasts the data that actually matters. We ignore vanity metrics like daily tool logins and focus on hard lagging metrics, shrinking a 6-hour task to 2 hours, and instantly converting those 4 saved hours into a specific monetary value. Translating raw time saved into a dollar amount is how you justify the monthly software subscription to management. An AI tool earns its place if it delivers a quantifiable edge to your bottom line. Otherwise, you discard it and move on. Even when the math is perfect, scaling the pilot across the company often hits a wall of human anxiety. Employees fear the automation will eventually make them obsolete. You cure this resistance by making the pilot's data public. Show the entire team the exact numbers proving the AI successfully eliminated the worst, most tedious chores from someone's week. Next, follow the 70-20-10 learning model. Sitting them through theory lectures guarantees low adoption. Integrating this technology requires shifting how your team thinks about their daily workload. Success depends on human psychology, not software deployment. Stopping at a localized pilot leaves you with a clever hack used by one smart employee. To survive, a business must institutionalize that success. This graphic represents the internal AI playbook. It clearly defines the rules of engagement across the company, outlining approved tools, data privacy standards, and where human approvals are strictly required. Establishing these strict governance rules protects your confidential data. It gives you the structural safety to scale AI usage into sensitive departments like HR, operations, and finance. You identify a single repetitive problem. You build a small, quick win, and then you encode that win into a repeatable organizational system. Artificial intelligence is available to you today as a highly practical business efficiency engine. Any leader willing to start small can build it right now.